we are playing Name That. Instead of Name That Tune, we're playing Name That Neighborhood.
So Lori's like notorious for, like your husband says, making up words or making up like sayings. I'm like, what? It was not that. So we had to look it up. It was a game show called Name That Tune, but she wants us to do a spin on it, Name That Neighborhood. So we're going to pretend like we're getting a phone call and people are giving us, like, typically how our conversation goes with you guys. So what are you looking for? What's important to you? What's your price point? All those things. And then we're going to pick out the right fit neighborhood.
I know. So let's go. I just realized my shirt is on backwards for the whole day. It is now 11:30. So I'm finally getting myself together. So
And I'm very hot today.
She's very hot. I don't know, she's so hot. So, all right. Here we go. Name that neighborhood.
Okay.
After Name That Tune, but Name That Neighborhood.
Okay. So we have a phone call, Lori, and
what? No, you're the client.
No, I'm listening to what they want.
No, you're the client. I'm us. Hello, Colorado's Finest Agency. This is Lori.
Hi, Lori. This is Bill and Jenny. She just told me how we were doing this. And we are looking at moving to Colorado Springs.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about what you're looking for in a house? Have you been here before? Give me a little bit of background.
So we definitely do not like cookie cutter. We like character. We definitely want more of an established feel. It's us and our 3 kids. So schools are really important. And we're probably shopping maybe around that $600 to $650 price point. Definitely want privacy or backing up to open space. Something that, like, I don't want to go outside and have to see my neighbors.
Do you want HOA?
Probably not. I like to kind of, like, we come from kind of the Wild West, and we can kind of do what we want. So I don't really want somebody telling me what I can do.
Okay, so good schools, no HOA, home with some character, maybe a more established neighborhood.
Yep.
Under 600.
Yeah.
And good schools. Did I say that?
That would be perfect.
All right. I think I have the one. Let's go. Jenny, welcome to the neighborhood. This is Fairfax up here in Briargate. When we were on the phone, this is to me exactly what you were describing. And so I kind of want to get your feedback on if you think this is going to be a good area for you. So we're in Academy District 20. You have homes here that are a little more established. You'll see the mature trees. This whole ridge right here actually backs up to open space. There's some on the other side that might have some amazing mountain views as well. Homes are going to be a little bit older, probably from the early 2000s to 2010, and more affordable. So you can have homes here. Actually, we sold that one down the street there for around $460. But most of the time, you're probably going to be around $550 in this neighborhood or under, I would say.
But and I see fencing.
Privacy fencing as well here. So what do you think of this area?
I think
Jenny
it checks
and Bill.
a lot of boxes. Is there anything like this with newer homes?
What do you mean by newer homes?
Like new build homes, like
with
this.
No HOA?
Yeah.
So all new builds pretty much are going to have an HOA with it, and you're going to be a little bit higher price point. So if you want that Academy District 20, you want that established neighborhood with those mature trees. Every house is a little bit different. You just get a different feeling over here in this Briargate subdivision. This is a true gem for you to take a look at.
But I could maybe find one of these that are updated, right?
You could, yes. There's a lot of different price points. You may pay a little bit more money, but yes, there are some that have had some renovations and have been modernized to fit today's needs.
So this is Briargate.
You have to answer.
Oh, perfect. Colorado's Finest Agency. This is Kayleen.
Hey, Kayleen. We've been watching you on YouTube for a while, and we're thinking of moving to the area. My name is Beverly, and I have a husband named Peter. So Peter and Beverly, we're moving from Texas. We actually have 5 kids, so we really need a home with 6 bedrooms. Schools are very important to us. You know, I've been doing a lot of research on great homes or greatschools.com and niche.com, and I really think I want Academy District 20. But we also have a mother-in-law who might move with us, so we might need to have another room on that main level. Budget-wise, I think I'd love to be around $750. We probably could go to $950. But I want to be, since we have so many kids, I can't remember if I have 5 kids or 4 kids. But since I have
5 kids.
5 kids, since I have a lot of kids, I want to have the conveniences. Like I want to have that rec center. I want to have the trails. I actually would love to walk my kids to school and not have to drive forever. So what do you got for me?
Well, it's going to be really hard to find like a 7-bedroom house. I honestly don't know if
I have twins.
Really... Okay.
I have twins, so 2 of them can share. So it'll be fine.
So if we're looking for a 6-bedroom house, around $750 to maybe up to $900, Academy District 20, newer home, I definitely would recommend looking at Wolf Ranch. There is a lot of different houses and bigger houses. The one thing that I will be completely transparent about, anytime you're looking at for newer homes, most likely you're going to be in an HOA. You're most likely going to have a little bit higher tax rate than an older home. And to me, sometimes the only deal breaker for some people is that Wolf Ranch only offers the split rail fencing. Now, if you do have a dog, you can put wire meshing up there. And there's a lot of homes that are maybe more established and not the brand new build that has a little bit more mature landscaping. There's certain areas of Wolf Ranch that don't seem so new build. But if you're looking for a new build home like within the last 10 years, that's probably what I'm hearing most from you.
I think you're spot on. Can you go show me Wolf Ranch when I'm in this town visiting?
Yep.
I'll be in town this weekend, so let's go take a look.
Okay.
Great, so I just flew in from Texas with my 5 kids and my mother-in-law.
Okay.
And I'm really looking forward to looking at Wolf Ranch, Keeleen.
Okay. So you were Beverly, right?
Yes, Beverly and Peter.
Beverly. So I definitely wanted you to see Wolf Ranch. I would say Cordera is somewhat similar. It's a little bit higher price point. You're definitely going to be more towards like the $900,000. One thing that I think Wolf Ranch outweighs even Cordera with is the amount of parks and trails and open space. And there is slated a brand new clubhouse that's supposed to be coming. There is an existing one as well right now, but it just really is a family, all sorts of people, all different ages and walks in life, but a community that is very active. And as far as the house goes, I think that's where we're going to struggle the most, is finding a house that is newer, the size you want, in the price point that you want. And
so this house looks kind of small, but
that's what I was going to say. So a lot of these new build homes that look like this house that you're looking at, the green one in front of you, is probably 4,500 to 4,700 square feet. Okay. They're ranch homes, and you could look at maybe that gray one right there. They go so far back that is probably, 22 to 2,500 square feet just on the main floor.
I think Peter will like those mountain views.
Oh yes, Peter. So one thing I wanted to point out too, you said you maybe wanted to be able to walk kids to schools.
Yes, that's very important.
Maybe, if you have one that's doing after school activity, ones that don't, whatnot, you will see kids walking to and from all around in the neighborhood. And so there is walk trails, walk paths, parks all throughout this community. One thing that I did talk about that I wanted you to see is that split rail fencing.
I'm fine with that. We just have a small dog, about 30 pounds, so I'm totally fine with split rail fencing. And I definitely want an HOA because I don't want Bob next door to have a pink house or have his couch in the front yard.
Well, this is the place where you need to be. As far as price point goes, there is, just right now, we're looking for other clients that were looking for something similar to what you're looking for. And just in one section of Wolf Ranch, there was over 22 listings that fit that criteria. And so there is right now a lot to choose from. And in addition to existing, we could also go down the road if you're interested in looking at new build options, though that is kind of a totally different process, and I can explain more later. But I think Wolf Ranch is a real good fit. So let's take the whole next day and dive into options here in Wolf Ranch, and then maybe even go down into the new build route with you.
Hello, Colorado's Finest Agency. This is Lori.
Hi, Lori. This is James and Wanda, and we are retiring. We're moving here from Florida, or looking at moving to Colorado Springs.
Okay.
We are selling our house down in Florida for $1.1 million. We have a small mortgage, but we want to, by the time we get to Colorado, just pay cash for a home.
Okay, makes sense.
We definitely want a new build home and maybe a little bit more space, or at least a lot that backs to open space. And we don't need anything real big. You know, we definitely want to stay within our cash budget. Definitely don't want like a 4,000 square foot home, but we do have a lot of toys because we're moving to Colorado. So we'd like at least a 3-car garage.
Okay, so moving to Florida, you're going to sell your house first. Now, is your house sold yet, or are you going to put that on the market shortly?
We are actually getting ready to list when we're out in Colorado, but our realtor here says that it's going to go real fast because we've done a lot of work to it and we're in a great neighborhood at a really good price.
Okay, and schools don't matter. There's not a certain school, right? You don't you obviously don't have kiddos.
No, I want to be somewhat close to town, but I definitely want privacy more than like Target down the street.
Okay, I think I have a really good neighborhood for you guys. When are you guys coming out? Do you have a date set in mind that you guys are coming out? Are you shopping virtually? Tomorrow, perfect. Well, let me look at my calendar. I think Kayleen is available.
Okay.
And so, but I know she's going to want to show you Sterling Ranch. We've actually had 3 or 4 couples that are in your exact situation zone into this area. It's almost exactly what you're describing. And you can get more house for your money out in Sterling Ranch. And I think you're really going to like it. So,
can I do privacy fencing too?
Yes. I think you can do privacy fencing too. So,
okay.
So let's go take a look. And actually, there's a fence going up right over here. Yes, there's fences going up everywhere, so you can have privacy fencing. So I will see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, hi, James and Wanda. So Kayleen had a sick kiddo today, so you get me to show you some houses. So I'm super excited to meet you guys. But this is Sterling Ranch, and this is why, you know, we're going to see a couple neighborhoods today, but I think I nailed this one for you guys. So you can see this house right here. It actually is one of our clients who are building it. They contracted in the 6, but by the time they got through Design Center, they were closer to that 750.
Is that a whole nother lot over there?
No, that's why they loved it. This whole area is their lot area.
All that over here?
And all of it over here, Wanda. So and then you can see they're putting in a fence there. Actually, I'm not quite sure if that is going to be a split rail, but you can see across here, you do have more of that privacy fencing that you were noting as well and asking about. So a really good option. So here, what people love about this area,
and I see mountain views too.
Is mountain views. So we actually have a client down that street. If you can see those homes on that ridge there with great mountain views. And these homes here, some of our favorite builders of Kaylee and I is in this neighborhood. So when we take you to the model, clients tend to fall in love pretty quick because they do a fabulous job, have some great incentives, and we can help you guys negotiate pretty well. But you can see here, one is you have room for your toys with the 3-car.
Yes.
And number 2 is you all have main level living. And so everything is on to be on that main level for you
How
guys.
big is this house?
So this house is probably about, when all said and done, about 3,800 square feet because you have that full basement on the bottom as well.
But I don't have to finish it if I don't want to.
You don't have to finish it if you don't want to. You can keep it for all your Christmas trees and your storage needs and all your other toys that you have. So I really love Sterling Ranch. What are your thoughts on Sterling Ranch so far from just kind of being here in person?
I don't know if I love this roof line, but I see other ones down here with a different look.
And you're wanting to do a dirt start, correct?
Yes.
For a timeline, so you can go back to Florida, get your home on the market.
We've always wanted to build our own home.
Yes, pick out your finishes, kind of have your dream Colorado home. So you can pick any type, it's called an elevation. So you can pick A, B, or C, different elevations, and Kaylee and I can help negotiate, go through that design process with you, help you and be your boots on the ground here while the build is happening. So when you're back in Florida listing your house, we can be here for all the different steps, whether that's design, whether that's the pre-drywall walk, electrical. Make sure your home is being built to the standard that we
Do I need my house under contract before I
It's
contract?
going to depend upon the builder, but right now in this market, typically not. They like it to at least be on the market, and we'll help walk you through that depending upon the builder you choose.
Okay, well, I am impressed. I want to see inside.
Okay.
Is there any other areas like this that you would pick out, or?
There's a couple other areas, and I'm going to show those to you as well, but I really wanted you to get a good feel for Sterling Ranch. I thought we'd start here today.
How about lots this size? Is this normal?
It's going to be, this is a bigger lot, but we knew that was important to this client, and it sounds like it is for you too. So before, maybe we kind of get a feel for the neighborhoods today, and then tomorrow I'll do some research and get you some good lot options.
Okay, that sounds great. I think I do like this feel.
Oh, good. It's good, Wanda.
Colorado's Finest Agency. This is Kayleen. Can I help you?
Hey, Kayleen. I am moving from, I didn't plan this one out at all, but this is Sarah, and I have a mother-in-law named Terry, and I have a husband named Greg, and I have 3 kids, and we're moving to the area, and I really want to be in a good school district because I have kids, but I really want to have some space. I want a newer home, but I really want to have about an acre.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
To maybe even 2 acres. But we are moving from Virginia, and I have probably like $1 million to $1.2 million budget. I really want to stay under $1.2 million. I know I'm asking for a lot with some land, but I need to have space for my mother-in-law, my 3 kids, but I want to have room they can go out and like have a swing set, maybe a batting cage or a basketball hoop, something like that, but I want to be close to town. I need to be close to my
So let me ask you this. Does your mother-in-law need a main level floor or a separate entrance, or what is that ideal
setup? A walkout
setup?
basement would be ideal if she's going to be in the basement.
Okay.
I would say, I kind of want to have separation between, I like my
So
mother-in-law,
a
but
bigger home.
don't want to be right next door to her all the time. So maybe like a basement would be fine. I think she'd be fine with the stairs. But again, the walkout would be preferred.
But you definitely want quite a bit of land.
I do.
And a newer home at 1.2.
I do, but I don't want to be out in the forest either. Like I don't want to be
in trees.
In trees. No, I want to be kind of in town, by the Targets, but I definitely don't want my neighbor like within throwing distance.
Okay, so I can think of one area.
One? All right. What's the one area? What if you're going to name that
So
neighborhood?
there is some neighborhoods where you can definitely get privacy if you definitely want space for like baseball hoops and batting cages and fire pits and all of that. You definitely need an area with just a bigger lot. Usually those homes on acreage are in the forest.
Okay.
I heard you say you don't want that. And so I'm looking for, in my mind, a neighborhood with bigger lots, bigger homes. 1.2 is a healthy budget, but sometimes when you're looking at, 2 to 3 acres, it gets, you're definitely more at a higher price point. So if I'm thinking price point, schools, all those things you said, we need to go check out Timber Ridge.
Okay. Is there a new build option there still or no?
There's a couple. There's a lot of builders right now with some inventory homes.
Okay.
They do have a newer section that's called, they have estate lots, and those do get to 2.5 acres. They're a little different because they're on septics versus the other section in Timber Ridge. You still get bigger lots. They're probably 15 to 18,000 square feet, but you're on city sewer versus septic.
Okay. On the newer ones in the estates, could I be around 1.2, maybe 1.3 if I
You're
can convince
probably
my husband?
like 1.4.
Okay. Well,
plus.
I'll do some talking with my husband and see if he can appease my budget.
Well,
But
we
see
can
both.
go see both. That's what I was going to suggest, because it is interesting. Once you see a lot that's 18,000 square feet, some of them have incredible views, and it's a lot of space. You are still in a neighborhood, so you do still have neighbors. So if you definitely don't want the neighborhood feel, we'll need to go over to the estate lots.
Okay.
But let's start at the normal lots in Timberridge, there's really good schools. They're kind of split between District 20 and District 49. But if you want space, this really is where you need to be looking.
Okay. And does Colorado have school of choice? I could choice my kids into any school district?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. That's a good point to make. I appreciate that. So we are going to be out in about a week for a family vacation.
Okay.
So I don't want to spend the whole time looking at houses. I want to show my kids Colorado and kind of get them excited about the experience. But maybe if there's a day or two that you or Lori could show me maybe that neighborhood and the estates like you talked about, maybe a couple others.
Okay.
We're looking to move probably after the school year. I want my kids to finish out this year. So we'll get our house in the market back at home in Virginia, and then we'll kind of make that move. So I'd love to check them out while we're out.
So let's take one whole day, if we can set that aside, or 2 different afternoons.
Okay.
I'll show you Timberridge, the 2 different estate lots, and then I'm going to do a little bit of digging around, and I'm going to look at some more traditional neighborhoods in some good school districts and see if there's any really great lots out there that have more space. But by far, Timberridge is definitely a neighborhood that I would suggest because of your want for space and a bigger home with your mother-in-law moving in.
Perfect. Let's go take a look. We just landed with our family from Virginia.
Well, I'm so glad you made it, Sarah.
Flight was a little rough, but we made it.
It's a little windy today.
A little windy here today, yeah.
So the reason why I wanted to bring you out here to Timberridge is because of the space. Like, before we go see anything, just look at these backyards. So these are traditional lots here in Timberridge. You will see even that second one over, they actually have a basketball hoop, a baseball hoop, and some of these...
A baseball hoop? Or you mean a batting cage?
A batting cage, whatever. That's what I meant. But all these homes are newer. They're all built within the last, 5 to 7 years. Taxes are a little bit higher out here because you have incredible home values all around you. To get into this neighborhood, you're looking at high 800s all the way up to about 1.7, 1.8 million.
For those estate lots, you mean?
The higher end are more the estate lots.
I kind of want to see the estate lots. I do love this. This is perfect. But I think the estate lots might give us a little bit more acreage and have us still have that same feeling. But
this is still a little neighborhoody, but bigger lot. So I do want to point out to you, because I know that you guys have a multi-generational living situation, and so this area definitely has homes that are big and that can house that. So you'll see a lot of them have walkouts with walkout basements. And if you turn around, you can see Pikes Peak behind you as well. Some of these homes this is a ranch home with a walkout basement that you see right here, and some of them are even 2-story with a full basement. So we can definitely get you a lot of square footage over here. There is a lot of inventory homes. We have some existing, and we also have new build option in Timberridge. So I want to show you maybe one of each of those. And I do think that, this, and there might be a couple neighborhoods that I picked out that the lots are a little bit bigger. But as far as your real estate investment, I do know that these homes in Timberridge, if we can get you in here at like 1.1 million, I know these home values will stay the same or even go up as they continue to build.
Perfect. I think you just nailed and named that neighborhood. It's perfect.
Kayleen, these are perfect lots. This is exactly what I was thinking for. They're a little more spread out. My husband is fine with a bigger budget because I convinced him of this.
Oh, good.
This is our forever home, and we're also having our mother-in-law move in. I think she can help contribute, but these are perfect lots on 2.5 acres, close to town, room for all of us. This is perfect. Yes.
Kayleen was saying there's some lots over there in those trees, so just a beautiful setting.
So that was your episode of Name That Neighborhood. I think we did really well. It's pretty windy out today. I think we have fun with
we
our
can work on
videos.
our acting skills a little,
try to
but
work on it. Or maybe like choreographing like who answers the phone and when, and like maybe plan out who our clients are.
I will say though that is a lot of how our conversations go with you all.
is.
Usually you reach out, you introduce yourself, you usually have this vision in your mind on timing and what's going to happen. And Lori and I think are really good at listening to your situation and helping you by presenting you with tools that'll help you make that move, whether it's right away or if it's in a year, 6 months. We have a lot of tools. We have our relocation guide. We have a great interactive neighborhood. You should check out our website. Lori worked really hard on building. You can actually search, set up a whole home portal search, and we can see it from our back end, which is great. But you can play with a lot of homes that are on the MLS in our neighborhood and save your searches. And then after you visit here, if we're then zoned into like 1 or 2 neighborhoods, you can pick homes at that price point only in those neighborhoods and narrow your search down. So
we do it all the time. We
Yeah.
absolutely do love it. We promise we'll work on our acting skills a little better, but
Yes.
we'd love to help you guys make the move. So put those numbers into your phone and reach out.